Welcome back to Sports Saturday, everyone. The Auburn Tigers had a magical run last season to the national championship game, but fell to Florida State after a late touchdown drive by Jameis Winston. Needless to say, the Tigers have been anxious to get back on the field and make another run at a national championship. And that run started today. Let's take you down to the Plains. Brandon Allen floats a pass up high, and A.J. Derby makes the acrobatic catch. 21-14 Auburn. We skip ahead to the third quarter, and we get our first glimpse of Nick Marshall of Auburn, who missed the entire first half. And Marshall picks up right where he left off last year, a 21-yard scamper to the end zone, and Auburn would take the lead for good. They go on to win 45-21. Next, we head down to Athens. Hudson Mason making his first career start for Georgia. Cole Stout also making his debut for Clemson. Early first quarter, Georgia near the red zone. Mason gives to Todd Gurley. He hits the corner, and it's full steam ahead. That ties the game at 7-all. But Clemson had some other ideas. Skip ahead to the second quarter. Freshman Deshaun Watson throws this ball on the rope. Double coverage. No problem for Watson. Just before the half, Clemson set to kick off after another score, and it's Todd Gurley again. Takes the kick about 3 yards deep in his own end zone. This is the part where we just sit back and watch the magic happen. A 104-yard return for the score. He's not a Heisman contender for nothing, folks. Georgia takes over in the second half in this one and also wins 45-21. Let's take a look at our SEC scoreboard. Kentucky wins over UT Martin 59-14. Patrick Tolles 20 for 29, 377 yards, masterful performance. Missouri goes on to win over South Dakota State 38-18. Matty Mock 13 for 27, 178 yards, and Russell Hansborough 20 carries, 126 yards. Mississippi State wins big over Southern Miss 49-0. And currently Wisconsin and LSU top 15 matchup. Wisconsin has the lead over LSU 17-7 at the half. Jameis Winston and Florida State attempt to defend their national title tonight in Arlington and Jerry World against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. First quarter, Oklahoma State backed up in its own end zone, and J.W. Walsh throws a pick six and is taken back by Nate Andrews. Noles up 10-0. We go ahead to the second quarter. FSU still up 10-0, looking for more as Mario Pender takes it in from 11 yards out, and FSU leads 17-0. But don't count out the Pokes just yet. Running back Desmond Rowland gets OSU on the board with this 1-yard touchdown. FSU now leads 17-7. And right before the half, Jameis Winston looking for a receiver, but his pass is intercepted by Ashton Lumpkin. And Oak State would hit a field goal as time expired at the half, making it FSU 17, OSU 10. Let's take a look at our top 25 scoreboard. Ohio State had a tough time in this game against Navy. Navy actually led at one point in the third quarter, but they go on to win 34-17. And UCLA got its money's worth against Virginia as they go on to win 28-20. UVA had a 4th and goal, couldn't convert it. UCLA goes on for the win. And number 17 Notre Dame had an easy time with Rice today as they win 48-17. And number 4 Oklahoma just cruises over Louisiana Tech 48-16. Still to come on Sports Saturday, we'll hear some final thoughts from our crew in Atlanta and also give you some scores from around the state of Alabama. Still more to come on Sports Saturday. Stay with us. Welcome back into Sports Saturday. Let's take a look at some of our state scoreboard. UAB pulls off a big win over Troy 48-10. And Michigan State defeats Jacksonville State 45-7. That game was from Friday. And Alabama State just couldn't quite come over Sam Houston State as they lose that one 51-21. And TCU wins big over Samford 48-14. Let's take it back out one more time to Atlanta with Gary and BJ for their final thoughts on tonight's game.
Thanks, Scott. Gary Harris, BJ Milliken back with you here at the Georgia Dome. Alabama winner 33-23. As we said earlier in the show, a little bit sloppy at times, but that's what first games are all about.
You look at Derrick Henry, and he looked like a monster, and then T.J. Yeldon, just as quick as ever, just as fast as ever. Amari Cooper, over 100 yards for him. And, hey, like you said, we've got a quarterback now. We know who the guy is. We're not going to really be wondering about Jacob Coker beating out Blake Sims because right now it seemed to me that Blake Sims, this is his team.
Yeah, 2 100-yard rushers, a 100-yard receiver in Amari Cooper. Sims throws for 250, 538 yards of total offense. They held West Virginia to 28 yards rushing, so certainly a lot to build on. And like I said on Twitter, the sweet taste of victory. Alabama is 1-0. Florida Atlantic in the home opener next Saturday at 11 a.m. For BJ, I'm Gary. Let's go back to the studio.
All right, thanks so much, guys. We had a great crew working in Atlanta this year. They got up at 4:30 this morning to leave, worked all day, not much sleep. So again, guys, thanks so much. And we're going to leave you tonight with some highlights from Alabama football. Again, I'm Scott Braswell. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a good night.